Hi everybody, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope your family receives all the blessings in the world, and that you have a wonderful holiday. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things, and I'll talk a little bit about gaming, but I think it's time to talk about some things and how blessed I am, and some of the things about this channel. You know, when I started this channel way back when, I was building a Death Star and filming it on my iPad. And the whole point was to get the word out that I was building it, so when I brought it to an auction, I was praying that somebody would bid on it and I can make a difference and help a particular charity. And since that time, I've done gaming things, and I've raised money for charities and given away things, and I've never asked you guys for a single dime. I've always believe that this is a site that I will support and that you guys get to enjoy, because I think too many people ask too many things. And people always ask, well, why do you do this site? I do this site to make a difference in people's lives. Not to become YouTube famous like 80% of the sites here. Not to make money off of it or anything to... It's never really been about me. Don't get me wrong, I love showing you off games, I love doing things, and for me that's very enjoyable. It's something I like to do, painting and playing and having fun and putting it on tape. And you know, at first I never thought I'd get many subscribers, and now here I am, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And I find it humbling, I find it touching, and I get millions and millions, not millions of letters, but I mean I get tons of letters from you guys, and a lot of them touch me very deeply, and a lot of them make a difference and really inspire me to do more. This January I'm hoping to get a professional camera, improve my sound, and get some better lighting. This lighting just isn't cutting it. To make a difference, so when I do things you guys can see it clearly. And you know, I've even tried learning how to edit things. Back in the beginning you got a video and I'd say, hey, see it, there you go, and it's made a difference. I've even have done some work for the Dice Tower and raised plenty of money for charity there, and made a difference so far. But I received a letter this morning. I read it this morning, at least, on my way to the gym, and it's something I wanted to read to you guys. So I gotta put the spectacles on. I'm not going to use their real names because I didn't ask him if I could. Hi, my name is R. That's who this person is. Or blah blah blah. They gave me their YouTube names. All depends on which forums or YouTube accounts you are reading at this moment. Well, enough of me for now. I'm excited to write you and let you know that you are an important person in my life. Go figure. Let me explain a little so you don't think I'm a crazy person who's a stalker or something like that. I'm a medically retired soldier that got injured in Afghanistan in 2009. My recovery has been hell on wheels, and it's tiring. I was a gamer. Some people say a big gamer, but now I got diagnosed with agoraphobia. I hope I said that right. So I can't be around too many people or be at risk of developing an anxiety attack, in parentheses, which are not pretty. Part of my injuries are 2 TBIs and serious nerve damage. I'm trying to pick up painting again, but with an airbrush, to do at least the basics and have my wife work on the details. I have to do something, since on our last move the Army lost various boxes, and part of the boxes were all my 40K models. Now I found you through a friend who called me, and I've been listening to you and getting ideas here and there. And I have to tell you, my wife and I love your channel. Keep it up. You are teaching me never to quit, and no matter what, to keep my eyes open and my chin up. I know that it's going to take me forever to get my armies redone, especially now that I live on a fixed income, but some days I'll get there. Thanks, R and G. So, let me just say that for me, that is something very touching, that somebody would actually think that I make a difference in their life. Because after all, if I touched one person, I think that is the most important thing I ever could do. Too many people want to be selfish. I've recently seen a Kickstarter or a Patron or whatever they call it. Patron. Isn't that a liquor or something like that? Or a Petron or whatever you call those stupid sites. Where they want to do 20 episodes, these girls, and each episode costs a certain amount of money. But the best part was to pay for their makeup artist. Really? They needed like $300 or something like that per episode. Really? It made me laugh, and I just said, boy, if you took that through 10 episodes, that's $3,000. You know what you could do with $3,000? You know how many blankets or sandwiches or food you can buy the homeless, or toys that you can buy a child that doesn't have any at Christmas, but you choose to take that money and put it into your wonderful little show so you can be more YouTube famous. Now, I can go on with a bunch of sites, but you know something? Let them do what they want. It's none of my business, and I don't have a right to talk, because here I sit, filming to you guys. I think if you take whatever fame you got out of this, not that, you know, I have any, I think if you take and whatever you do with this, and you enjoy what you do, is first off, but secondly, make a difference in someone's lives. Sometimes just making a simple video touches somebody and makes a difference in their lives. You know, like I said, I'd like to get new lighting, new cameras, and some sound so you guys can hear me, so I can really do some really good work here and attract more people to the cause, so I can hopefully talk to you guys and make a difference in people's lives. I think if I do that, that's great. And at the first year, I'm going to start saving up my money. I'm going to do it, because I'm never going to ask you guys to do it. Maybe I'll commission some stuff and do something like that, but I'll never ask people for money. I'll never start a Kickstarter. Not that I care. I think people that do the Kickstarters, listen, some of my best friends do them. I think, you know, the Dice Tower, that's how they make their living. That's how they fund their show, and that's the only way they can do it. I think that's fine, because they do make a difference, and they are the real deal. I think it comes down to, what else do you do? Can you affect people? I've seen those guys. I've seen people come up to them and say, you've done so much for me, and actually in tears and so thankful because of the things that they do, because of the way they touch people. It's not about them as much as it is showing them showing you how much they love things, and giving you a chance to see how these things are, the beauty in all these things. I always say the world is a hard and cold place, but with a simple brush you can paint and make it your own color and however beautiful you want, and you can take that cold world and put some color to it and make it beautiful for everyone. I also say that you can only help those that want to be helped, and make a difference in people's lives by just being true to yourself and being who you are. That's all you can ever be. Nothing more. Not everybody's going to like you. It's a big world with a lot of people. And you can make differences to some people, but some people you'll never reach. So I have 900 subscribers. 9,000. I'll never get to 9,000. 900 subscribers. So I ask of you this. For those of you that can help, I'd like to try to help this gentleman. He's sacrificed all and put himself at risk. This is what I define as a hero. People throw that word around too easily, and I don't want to give you my thoughts on what a hero is and who isn't a hero. But I believe that this is a man that has joined a service which doesn't pay a lot of money, went into it, went into battle, and paid quite a price. And I think we, as people, and I'm talking people and people, I'm not talking countries, I'm not talking anything more, should try to help each one of us. He lost all his army, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my 40K and I'm going to send this guy some of my stuff. Also, I will try to do some airbrush techniques, and I'm very skilled with an airbrush. I just got to find out how it's going to suit and help him the best, and depending on his ability, because airbrushing, I think sometimes airbrushing is harder than actually painting. So I will be in contact with this man and see how I can help him, and if it's airbrush videos, then I'll make airbrush videos. But I also plan on sending you some armies. So what am I asking of you guys? And I never ask anything of you. Anything you can donate, whether it's old figures, maybe you have a 40K game, or maybe you want to go out and purchase one and send it to this man so he can maybe recover some of his armies that he lost. I mean, this is a man with a disability. This is a man that has sacrificed, and I'd like to do something nice for him, because after all, this is the season of giving and counting your own blessings. I have a saying, and I truly believe it. There are those that believe they can, and those that believe they can't. Either way, they're probably right. And that's a quote from the great car maker, Henry Ford. I heard it, and it took me a little while to think about it, but I understood it. If you believe, you can do anything, and I believe we can help this man. It's a funny thing, where I work, there's a memorial for a man. His name is, I want you guys to look it up if you are interested in this. His name is Paul Ray Smith. And there's a memorial there and a picture outside one of the buildings on a base that I work at. And this man, during the Iraqi war in 2002 or 2003, I believe, saved a bunch of people. He could have evacuated, but he decided to stay and fight the Iraqis. He paid the ultimate price. And every time I walk by his memorial, I stop, I pause, and I say a few words in my head. I've never met him. I've never met his family. But I look at it and I read that story over and over and over again. And I'm thankful so much for all the freedoms that I have, all the things that I have, and all the blessings that I've had, and all the sacrifice, so many that have paid the ultimate price in my family, in my life, the people around me, and of course you out there. And I think whether it's here on the homeland or here with the military people, I think we all should make a difference this holiday season, and try to just pay it forward in such a cold and bitter world right now. We face annihilation at times, and we face the changing climate of a world. But if we all bond together and just do a little bit, we can do wonders. We can maybe save this planet. Alright, with that said, that's enough of whining for me. I've got a ton of videos that I'm going to be making. We got the Armada stuff, we got Catacombs, which I think we finally got down. Of course, I got the game without rules. Figures, right? Might be doing some Mistfall. Might be playing a number of other games, Dice City, and there's going to be a couple walkthroughs. And, of course, finally, starting today, I'm going to be working on the Blood Rage, and you'll see that those videos start to pop up next week. Also, there will be more Rum and Bones this week. There will be a Battling Brushes with Sam and myself, and numerous amounts of things throughout the weekend. So, I've talked long enough. I can imagine editing this is going to be a nightmare. But anything you can do, please leave in the comments or email me personally. My email is very easy to find, and I will put it in the comments so you guys can see it. Anything you can do that we can help this gentleman. Let's just all bond together and do whatever we can to make a difference in people's lives. With that said, I got plenty of content to work on. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. And write me. If you have problems, write me. I'll do what I can to help. That's what I'm here for. Make a difference. With that said, enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon in the next gaming video. Bye now.